Brandon Tipko, Communications Manager for Vancouver Whitecaps FC.
How did you become interested in soccer?
I became interested at a very young age, and it was largely because both my brother and sister played soccer. And so when I was about 4, I started playing because I always went to watch them play. And then my sister played nationally for Canadian women's national team and in the Olympics, and she inspired me a lot to play as well.
What are some of the advantages of playing soccer?
I think it promotes fitness and well-being and health, but it also promotes teamwork. It promotes character building, and it teaches a lot of life lessons through sport and through playing on the field.
How do you think soccer affects youth positively?
I think keeps them active and keeps them, wanting to be outside and run. Especially today, a lot of kids are inside playing video games, but soccer keeps them active. And if you build a love for the game, that can last throughout your whole life. And I still play now and plan to play as long as I can. And again, a lot of teamwork and working together with other people.
What are some positive life skills you think youth can get from playing soccer?
Overcoming adversity for one. You have challenges in soccer that you learn to overcome. Teamwork, hard work, and work ethic, because in soccer you won't achieve anything without hard work. And then just discipline as well. Getting to practice, rain or shine. Always making sure that you're dedicated to the sport.
What traits do you see in youth applying for the residency program?
Well, I think Carl, as Carl answered earlier, he knows a lot about that, but we look a lot for character. So it's not just talent on the field. We also have our club motto, which is our all, our honor. So we always look for kids to have great character, to be responsible, to treat others well, to work hard in their schoolwork, because for the residency program, it's not just soccer, it's also school, going to high school. And so they have to be well rounded and make sure that they become good people and not just good soccer players.
What traits do you see in youth participating in soccer clinics?
Well, soccer clinics, it's a lot of the younger kids, but it's a lot of putting smiles on faces, getting them to learn to love the game, and then as well, I love the same things: teamwork, fitness, and just learning to love soccer at a young age.
In what ways do you see soccer in your everyday life?
While working for the club, see it every single day. Um, but I think some of the traits, I've learned teamwork. So now in an office environment, you have different departments: communications, marketing, events. You all have to work together as a team to achieve your goals.
What kind of atmosphere do you think soccer provides?
I think it provides a team-oriented atmosphere, a fun atmosphere, but also a competitive atmosphere, because uh, the goals, not necessarily at the youngest levels, but the older levels. You're competitive, you want to win, and in a business environment as well, you have to be competitive. You have other organizations you're competing with that you want to strive for excellence.
What kind of atmosphere do you see at the soccer practices?
Soccer practices, I think it's the same. I think it can be very fun, but also very competitive. And I think you see, with the residency program or with our MLS team, that, once it comes, it's also their job, right? So it's fun, but when it comes down to it, it's business, and you have to have a serious mentality as well to achieve your goals.
Do you think that soccer can be considered a part of Canada's culture? If so, how do you think soccer became a part of Canada's culture?
I think soccer absolutely is part of Canada's culture. It's the second most watched sport in Canada behind hockey, and I think a big part of that is a reason, as you saw, with Carl Valentine. He was a member of the 1986 World Cup for Canada's men, and that created a legacy. And now with Canada's women's national team, they're doing very well. We just hosted the Women's World Cup in Canada. They got bronze at the Olympics, and I think those soccer players on the national teams are really creating a culture and becoming heroes for young players.
What factors do you think contribute to soccer being such a popular sport among youth?
I think it's an easy sport to play. You really just need a soccer ball. To play competitively, you want shin pads, boots, but you can even just have a soccer ball, a few players. You can make a net out of anything, and it's easy to play. It's fun, and it's just a good group activity.
What, that's one